Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go through a 10-minute busy mom's makeup routine. This is kind of my middle of the line routine. I have a 3 to 5 minute makeup routine I use on most days, but this is the one I use on days I need a little pick-me-up. I'll also link everything from this video. I link everything from all of my videos in case there's something that you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta have that. It's so easy to shop all of it on my LTK. Let's get started on my 10-minute busy mom makeup routine. So first I started with washing and moisturizing my face. That was about 20 minutes ago because I wanted all the redness to kind of die down so you could see what I'm actually applying to my face. I wash my face with some kind of gentle cleanser, whether it's something like this or CeraVe, something gentle, and then I use a gentle moisturizer as well. Just put that all over the face and neck. Then I'm ready with a nice little canvas for the day. So I get this wet with water in the sink and then I squeeze it out a couple times. Then I apply my foundation like so on my face. So once I start blending it around with the sponge, there's plenty enough to go around and apply evenly to my entire face. And I would say that's probably the longest part of my makeup routine because I'm trying to apply everything all over the face. That's my base and my foundation for everything else that's gonna go on top. So that does typically take me the longest. If I feel like I need to add a little bit more brightness on the under eyes, I will do so at this point and then blend that in as well with the other side of the sponge. And for that, I'm just using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It's super cheap, super affordable, and lots of colors to match different skin tones. After I get all the liquid stuff figured out, that's when I go on to a setting powder. So when I use setting powder to set the liquid ingredients before applying, I say ingredients like I'm cooking, as liquid makeup you could say, and then I use this and then use any of the powder makeup products on top. I feel like it just applies better and stays better throughout the day. And now I'm moving on to my dry ingredients. I'm using the Benefit Hoola Beach Vacay little bronzer and blush combo. Just put a little bit of blush on my upper cheeks. I use just a little bit of bronzer so that my whole face doesn't look just the same color. I want to have a little bit of dimension there, so that's why I like using the blush and bronzer duo. Just a little something. We don't have to go too crazy, you know? And I apply a little bit of highlight, again, just to create some more dimension in my face so it's not all one color. Plus, I really like the way that when the light hits your face when you're using highlight, it just adds that little extra oomph. I feel like makeup's always changing, right? People are like, oh, apply this here, not there, and that's silly. I'm sure I'm breaking about 5 makeup rules in this video. I like the way it looks on me right here on my cheekbone. I like the way when the light hits it, when I smile, when I laugh, certain things, you'll be able to see that highlight a little bit more and it'll highlight certain features that I have. And I do a little bit on the nose and a little bit up by my hairline because that's where, if it was a sunny day, like that's where the sun is hitting. Okay, and now it's time for the brows. So you're in for a special little treat today because I am gonna do my brows with the Morphe eyebrow kit that I got. And the kit comes with an actual pencil with a spoolie on the other side, and then it comes with this fun little brush and a gel color for your brows as well. So I'll show you how I do the gel because it's not as easy as doing with a pencil, and plus we're all kind of used to doing pencils, but I do like the way the gel gives a little extra texture to the brow. I start by doing the spoolie. I want all my eyebrow hairs facing the same direction. We're all on one team here, okay? And I just get a little bit of the gel on the brush and then I start and I kind of go in the direction of the hairs. It always looks crazy going on, and then once I brush it out, it's very satisfying. Tiny little curve here. So then when I get roughly the shape that I want, I'm like, okay, it's time to brush it out. That's when I just use the other end of this brush. It's so unique. I've never really seen a brush like this before. Make it look a little bit fluffier, a little more natural, but I wish you could feel it. I know you can just see it, but you can feel there's just a little more texture in my brows. And as we can see, one side now looks a lot better than the other. Maybe it's because I've always had blonde hair and like just super light features, but I think eyebrows are like the most important thing on your face because they frame your face. So big eyebrow girly over here. When I found this little kit, I was super excited about it. Brought it home and used it a couple of times. I'm like, this is amazing. James Charles knows what he's doing. That looks decent, so now we'll brush it out. And then my trick is that I step away so I can see what my face would look like to people if I'm up close versus far away if they were passing me in public, things like that. So I step back and I just make sure everything looks even from up close and far away. Because my goal is symmetry here, ladies. You know that? Isn't that what we're going for? Okay, I'm comfy with these. They look good. Now I'm on to the eyes. I use just a little bit of concealer on my eyelids to make the shadow stick a little bit more. I know you can also use a primer. That'd probably be better, but for the sake of today, I just use the concealer. Now for an everyday look, I'm gonna go for something a little bit more neutral, a little bit more subtle. I do love the dramatic looks, but for an everyday kind of deal, I'm doing something neutral. So right now I'm gonna use this one over here to get more of the outer side of my eyelid. Ever since I think I was about 4, I was that girly that I would go for the bold colors, I would go for the bright stuff because that's stuff that makes me excited, but I have to be honest with myself, and the subtle colors really bring out my eyes more and just make me look overall a little bit more put together. So as much as I want to use the sparkly black, I'm just not going to do it for an everyday look. Then I just do a lighter color. I'm going to hit this one right here, but I do a lighter color to accentuate the inner part of my eye. Now my shadow's done. So I'm not going to do an eyeliner today because again, this is going to be an everyday look, so a little bit more subtle. You could always pair an eyeliner with the same look and it would look really good for going out, nice and elegant for a date night or girls' night out or something. I'm going to go straight to mascara, and I have been loving the Telescopic by L'Oreal, so I will shout it from the rooftops. I also like the Tarte tubing mascara. I like that one a lot too. Sometimes when I'm feeling frisky, I combine this one, let this dry, and then put the other one on top. Oh, I forgot. My sister told me I'm supposed to curl my eyelashes first. So even on just the camera and with this lighting and not having mascara on, you can see the difference between curling and not curling. Ever since I started doing this a couple weeks ago, I've been a believer. I just think it makes your mascara look like it's doing more work than your mascara probably actually is, because you can actually see it from the lashes being curled up. And now I'm going to apply my mascara. I just love how this mascara goes on. Eyelashes looking separate. I like that this mascara allows that to still happen versus clumping them all together. If you're not doing a nightly moisturizing routine for your lips, I highly recommend starting. I just use Vaseline. It's not that serious, not that intense, just a little bit of Vaseline on my lips before I go to bed. It just helps everything with the cracking. Depending on where you live, it might be really dry in the summers. If you can start a nightly moisturizing routine for your lips, I'd highly recommend it. We're gonna complete this look and round everything out here. I'm using the Kylie Lip Kit in Bare, which is 700. I do the outline on my lips, and then I just use the same one that came in the kit for the inside of my lips. I did the velvet. I know there are matte and velvet options. I did the velvet. But I love a good light lip liner and light lip combo because it is subtle enough to use for an everyday look, but it still just looks so put together because you have that lip liner. So I love how that works out. In 10 minutes, I just went from looking like I was completely wrecked by my allergies to what I look like now, and it didn't take too much effort. It wasn't too many products. I like having, this is what I call like my medium range routine. I have my 3 to 5 minute makeup routine. I have this makeup routine, and then if I were to like really try to be snatched, then I'd probably just have my sister come over and do my makeup. But it's nice to have this little go-to makeup routine for all the days I feel like I need a little pick-me-up. I feel like I want to look cute and I want to go out into the world with a little extra confidence. This is my go-to routine for that. I hope you learned something fun from this video, or at the very least you felt entertained. Please like this video if you liked it. Comment what you want to see more of on my channel. Comment if you want to see my 3 to 5 minute makeup routine. I'm happy to make a video of that as well. You know, busy moms out here, we got to do what we can. But let me know what you're liking most on my channel, what you want to see more of. I've also been trying to share a little bit more of shorts as well. So if you go to my main channel page, you can check my quick little videos as well. And if you're liking the energy here, I would love if you subscribed and stayed a part of my community, and I'll see you next week.